Magic 89.9.
Benson Boone with Mystical Magical. And I'm feeling mystical today because we got game night.
It's game night, baby!
With, of course, David,
Kian, and Joaqui.
What is up, everybody? We're here for another night of fun times and gaming times for your guys' nightly fix.
Exactly. Anything with anything that happens to be with Nerds Paradise, comics, movies, anime, gaming, everything, you got it covered right here with the Game Boys.
Geek.
Yeah, nerd, geek, whatever.
Let's not concern ourselves with the terminology on this one, guys. And I know I teased it a little bit earlier. We're going to be talking about what's hot.
What's hot?
Which is, of course, all the latest and hottest games that have recently released.
Exactly.
So that you guys can also be up to date, not only with all your favorite games, but see what new games you can pick up.
Yeah, and of course, we researched this. The source, just trust us.
Trust us, bro.
We of course, the Game Boys know a little something about games.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I guess I'll start us off then.
Yeah, sure.
So recently, or it's not really a recent game, but it has definitely stood the test of time. What I think is a hot game, not as of late, but as of, for a while, is Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So if you guys are unfamiliar, Rainbow Six Siege is a 6v6, 5v5, right?
5v5.
5v5, sorry. Thinking of a different game. 5v5 shooter where it's basically the goal is
To defuse the bomb.
yeah, but it's not exactly like CS:GO or Counter-Strike where, you're supposed to go inside and plant. There are phases to it.
Yes.
So there's the planting phase where you can kind of scout the area, see what positions you can defend. And then there's the attack phase where the attackers come in and try to defuse the spike.
Yes,
Or
basically.
the spike, the bomb, whatever you want to call it, whatever scene of gaming you are from, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
So I would say if you don't really like how fast-paced Valorant is, or you're not, I guess, familiar enough with the CS:GO
Or
scene
aim
for you.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. If you're not really aim heavy for CS:GO, I definitely recommend Rainbow Six Siege as sort of a way to kind of still delve into that tactical FPS genre.
Okay, so it's like more on the strategic side.
Yes.
More strategy, less being good at the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Another reason why Six Siege is like more popular now, it's free. It used to be not
It
free.
is free.
Free to play now. So, if anyone who bought Rainbow Six Siege, such as myself,
You did.
it's now free. So, I guess now everyone can play it, whatever.
Gosh, dude.
So, I'm curious, guys, what else is hot as of lately?
All right, another thing that's hot, this game is Peak. No, literally, it's called Peak.
Okay, I thought we were using young head lingo.
No. The game is called Peak, and it's a cooperative climbing video game published by studios AgroCrab and Landfall.
AgroCrab.
Yep, Landfall made the game Content Warning, if you guys are familiar with that.
AgroCrab made the Another Crab's Treasure, if I'm not mistaken.
That is somewhat familiar, but at the same time, it's not really.
Okay,
that
but
familiar.
yeah, continue.
So
Peak.
basically, Peak is a 4-player co-op game where you have to climb a mountain to try to escape a mountain crash or a crash landing.
So, what's the objective? Is just to climb a mountain?
Yeah, and from the gameplay videos I've seen, it looks challenging because it looks like goofy ragdoll physics. And all that.
And I heard the game Peak is a friend game, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's a co-op.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's proximity chat.
That makes
and
it way more fun.
You just play with your friends.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that makes it way more fun.
It's a good just, hang out.
To mess around.
Yeah, mess around.
Good content game.
Yeah, I would say that. So what else is hot as of recently?
Okay, the next one is something that I've been really hooked onto.
Alright.
It's a horror game. We don't talk about horror games a lot, but this one is a multiplayer horror game called Dead by Daylight. A game that's hot currently because it's currently been getting a lot of crossovers with different franchises.
That is true.
Yep.
There's been a lot of crossovers for Dead by Daylight.
So what Dead by Daylight is, it's basically you're simulating being chased by one of the horror movie killers. Let's say you're being chased by Jason Voorhees. Basically what you have to do is try to accomplish the objectives while a killer is chasing you. And
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
it.
A cool thing about this game as well is the killer is also a player.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, one of your friends is the killer, and the rest of you guys are trying to start up the generators so you can get to the exit.
Yes.
So it's a super fun game if you like horror, but you like the.
It's not focused on the scare aspect.
It's just focused on running.
multiplayer.
Yes.
And the thing is, the multiplayer scene has been popping off because they're having fun with the new crossovers they're having. Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the few crossovers that they have.
Yeah, also
That
Tokyo
is
Ghoul.
crazy.
Tokyo Ghoul. So many crossovers. But yeah, that's why it's hot. People are absolutely loving the different franchises coming in.
So you guys can definitely check out these games if you want to continue to know what's up. But of course, here on Game Night, we love to play different kinds of music for you guys. So let's move all the way over to Korea with ITZY and their latest song. So glad they're finally back because I've been hearing radio silence from them. And honestly, I'm kind of digging this song a little bit. So I'll play for you guys, Girls Will Be Girls by ITZY here on Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Hello, Miss Johnson by Jack Harlow here at today's Best Music Magic 89.9. And you know what time it is, guys. It is time for another Yap session with the Game Boys.
Exactly.
On Game Night. You're once again joined by David.
Kian.
And Joaqui.
What is up, everybody? So earlier, we were talking a lot about what's up. Of course, you know, all the popular games and games you should definitely pick up. But of course, we're not going to forget about the common man.
Yes.
You know, what if you don't have a PC setup?
Yeah.
What if you don't have like a PS5 just lying around?
What if you want to get into video games?
Yeah, and then let's just say, you know, you want to relate to your friends who are all talking about video games, but you haven't picked up a single video game and you're like, man, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what they're talking about. I can't relate.
Yeah.
Of course, we want to include everybody in our community.
Exactly.
It's an open community, guys. We don't gatekeep around here.
Tama.
Yeah. So naturally, because of that, we're obviously going to be talking about mini games for you.
For me?
Not just for you, but for everybody.
Mini games for you.
Yeah, where everybody can pick it up. It's super easy to pick up, or it's free, or whatever. There's a bunch of different, I guess, categories.
Yeah.
For how we decide what mini games for you is. But long story short, you can probably pick it up super easily.
Exactly. Introductory games for people who want to get into the scene, want to try stuff out. Mini games for you.
Yeah. So to start us off, we got COD Mobile.
Wow.
Mobile.
Call of Duty Mobile. Now I know a lot of hardcore gamers are gonna be like, Call of Duty, that's a big game, you know?
That's true.
Call of Duty Mobile, I would say, is really great for getting into the FPS scene.
true.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's more common on the mobile scene because surprisingly, a lot of people start off playing shooter games on their phones.
Exactly, because let's be honest, guys, in this day and age, a lot of people have phones.
Yeah, that's true.
In the big 2025,
If you don't
need
have
a
a phone, that's going to be a
You
problem.
kind of need a
Yes.
phone to survive at this point.
exactly, you know, obviously minus the, more remote areas,
Yeah,
maybe they
true.
don't need phones. But I'm saying if you live in the city, most likely you have a phone.
True.
So I definitely recommend picking up COD Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, because it's a game that's, although the skill ceiling is high, although maybe it's gonna take a bit to learn,
Yeah.
I definitely think that once you get into COD Mobile, that's something you can definitely invite all your friends to. Be like, hey guys, let's run a party right now.
True.
And play COD Mobile together. And
that.
everybody has a phone, so no one's gonna feel left out.
I guess
True, definitely. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so, I'm kind of curious. What other mini games do the boys got prepared for us today?
They were talking about a mobile game. Mine is a mix of a mobile game and a PC game.
How do you mix it? It's available on both
It's available on
platforms.
both.
Okay,
So
there we go.
it's called Team Fight Tactics.
Ooh.
So it is an auto battler game developed by Riot, and it was inspired from Dota Auto Chess. So it's kind of like what it says. It's an auto battler where you buy units, you place them, they fight. The stronger board wins, basically.
So it's like chess with extra steps.
chess.
it's easier chess.
I'm
Really?
seeing- I'm
Yes.
seeing
Easier chess.
It's easier chess because for
Wow.
chess you need openers and all that. You need to read your opponent. All you need to do for this one, strong hero,
Pick
Ooga
what you're gonna
Booga.
have.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Wow,
And
okay,
battle it out.
interesting.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's like tabs actually.
Oh, okay.
it's
So
like
if you guys
that.
don't know, we previously played before Total Accurate Battle Simulator.
Played that last week.
Yeah, we played that last week. You guys can check out the
VOD.
video. Yeah,
You
the
can
VOD.
watch our VODs over on the Magic YouTube page, Magic 899 TV.
Yeah, so if you guys are curious what Battle Simulator looks like, there you go.
Yeah.
So Team Fight Tactics is a lot like that.
Yes, but it's very it's more on the
Heavy on
lower
strategy.
scale. So it's like a chessboard.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
So it's a lot easier to manage.
Yes,
Well,
that's
there you go. If you
nice,
guys are
that's
looking
nice.
for a game to replace your chess because you're rage quitting, there you go.
Not everyone can be Magnus
shooting our
Carlsen.
All right, now I'm excited for mine because mine is covering a genre that a lot of people are intimidated with, the fighting game genre.
Ooh, all right.
The
You know,
thing- yeah.
before you continue, we have a lot of, over on playback.tv/magic899, we have a lot of fighting game fans.
Really now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
great. That's great.
Every single game night, they always go like, oh, guys,
Smash
play a
next,
fighting
Tekken.
Yeah, play a fighting game, Okay, guys, we're going to get around to it.
We
okay?
are.
Sooner
Yeah.
rather than later.
Yeah.
Exactly. For
So what do you
now,
got for
though,
us?
my mini game that I'm recommending for you guys to pick up as your first fighting game is a game called Brawlhalla. It's a free platform fighter game that is available on multiple platforms. It's available on PC, on console, and on mobile.
Yes.
So if you want to try to have your hand in fighting games, fighting another opponent on a 1v1, or even just in a party game setting, you could play Brawlhalla with your friends. And
there you go.
Yeah, I could say if you guys are familiar with the game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's similar to that in that sense, but it's easier to pick up. And I'd recommend it for anyone who's trying to get into the fighting game scene because it isn't as confusing with all the combos. It isn't as committed.
Yes, it's a lot easier to learn, and it's free.
It is free.
I did not know it also was on mobile.
It's on mobile. Yeah, that was their
mobile.
latest release for mobile. Yeah. So the thing about all the games we're saying, guys, all of it's free.
Yeah.
You can literally just open up your phone, open up your PC, and just download it.
They're really mini games that are for you.
Yes.
For me?
So you guys don't need to worry about spending $3K for a AAA game. Because,
Hey,
of course,
shots fired, shots fired. Relax there, buddy.
because we got definitely mini games for you. But not only do we got mini games for you, we got music for you, both of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Of course, a little something from Drake. Although he's been a lot of deep water lately, that doesn't mean we can't admire the music. Let's separate the art from the artist.
True.
Here we have Nokia here on today's Best Music Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
We got Imas and Night Dancer here on today's Best Music Magic 89.9, dancing the night away for Game Night.
Game Night.
Gamers, today we have a very, very special episode today. Because
why?
we're going to be diving deep into something that's very close to our hearts. Well,
You both of your hearts.
to mine and Junior Jock David.
You got it.
Yeah.
Forgot my name.
Both
We're
of our
supposed to be the
hearts.
Game Boys.
No, it's because
That's
I'm getting
crazy.
very
No, I'm
passionate.
hurt. I'm hurt.
No, I'm getting passionate today. I'm getting very passionate today.
All right. Because today we're going to be talking about Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh my gosh, we're dedicating today to be an episode for
Wow.
Super Smash Brothers because,
Okay.
of course, we need to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, because a little fun fact about Joaqui and myself is that we're both actually active members of the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate community.
Exactly.
I would say Joaqui's a little bit more deeper in it than I am.
Yeah, we both compete in tournaments, we compete in the competitive scene, esports, and we play the game because usually when people think of Super Smash Brothers, they think of it as a casual party game.
Which it is. It
I
was
am
originally
those
intended.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Kian is one of those people.
It is. But the thing is, there's a lot of history and intricacies with Smash that it also turns into a very serious fighting game.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about it. So if you guys are...
Let's give you guys a little bit of a background.
Yeah, so first of all, if you guys are unfamiliar with Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, first of all, what?
Have you been living under a
Okay,
rock?
I'm
It's
a
Super Smash
casual,
Bros.
but I am well aware of it because I don't play that much actually. I know some friends who play it, but please do let me into your hearts.
Yes, let's enlighten a little
Yeah,
bit.
the thing is, Super Smash Brothers is a game by Nintendo, which is basically a platform fighting game which includes characters from Nintendo. Let's say
Not just Nintendo.
Not just Nintendo. It includes characters from other franchises as well. Basically, imagine a game where Mario can fight Sonic and
Solid Snake.
Solid Snake
There you go.
What universe?
And
am I in?
Minecraft Steve.
and Minecraft Steve.
All of this is in one game.
One game fighting each other out, and you can play with a lot of friends. You can play it up to 8 players on the
Yes,
latest.
and no, this is not Fortnite. Okay, maybe you guys are gonna think
Fortnite was doing crossovers. Super
was Super
Smash
Smash
Brothers was already doing the insane mix-ups of franchises and universes.
I would say Super Smash Brothers is sort of like the love letter to gaming.
Yes,
Because it's literally just a culmination of all these different characters from different franchises. You know, you got Super Mario Brothers, you got Sonic, you got Solid Snake, you got Joker from Persona, you got Minecraft Steve, you got Pokemon, you got Fire Emblem. It's literally all these different characters coming into one game and they just duke it out and fight.
exactly.
And even as a casual, it's pretty interesting to,
It is
to
super
listen
fun
to
as a
and
casual.
watch.
So let's kind of differentiate the casual scene. I'm going to talk a little bit about the casual scene a little
Yes.
bit. So when you play Super Smash Brothers casually, it's literally just a party game. You play with items on your favorite stages like Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Stadium.
Yes.
And you just play with random items from different franchises and you just brawl it out. You know, you just, maybe Pikachu will use a little thunder here, Mario, you're going to use a little fireball there, and you just goof around and just fight.
The thing is, the main goal of the game is just to knock each other off the screen.
Like sumo
Yes.
wrestling.
So it's
Kinda like sumo wrestling, yeah.
It was introduced mainly as a very straightforward way to fight with your friends.
What's interesting about this game as well is it doesn't use health
Yes.
as an indicator for
One of the first ones to do it. It uses percentage. So
Yes.
basically, a percentage builds up, and that'll show how easy it is to knock you out.
Yeah, so if you're a higher percentage, for example, if you're 100% damage, that means you're more likely to get knocked off the stage.
Exactly.
So it's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you guys can watch a little bit of maybe a trailer or a quick gameplay of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
yes.
to kind of understand it a little bit better.
Exactly.
But yeah, essentially that's the casual scene. That's what Nintendo originally intended
for the game.
But of course, esports players, we're gonna find a little way to make it competitive.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see how it became competitive.
Okay, in the competitive scene, the thing is, there's a lot of history with the competitive scene because people realized that you could play this game on 1v1 against your friend.
Yes.
And you could compete with each other on a serious level with a very specific rule set, and it would still be a super, super fun yet serious game.
Yeah,
The thing is, people compare it a lot to, let's say, Tekken, Street Fighter, but it's not like that at all. It shares the same DNA because it turns into a serious fighting game, but it does it in a way that's much easier to comprehend to the normal person to pick up. Let's say, because we don't have combos. We don't have very specific
we
inputs.
do have combos,
No,
but
the thing is, we use the term combos for very specific input combinations.
Yes.
In Super Smash Brothers, you just try your best to hit your opponent
and
as
keep
many
hitting them until they get off the
until they
stage.
die.
Yeah.
And people have been labbing the game out like crazy, figuring out insane strings, insane fighting combinations where they're able to find out and the fastest way to knock each other out. And the difference, the main thing that people like about this game is the amount of characters that you have.
So much variety. Every character has their own unique moveset.
Yes. So people have studied this game like crazy because there's so much you can get out of it. And of course, the esports scene, it thrived because of that. And people are still finding things out about this game to this day. And the esports scene is following up on that. It's catching up with that scene.
If you guys are interested, there's 70 plus characters in the game?
I think so.
Even more. Yeah, 70 plus. Yeah,
even more.
So, listen, guys. Of course, it's not easily accessible to everyone because you need a Switch to play.
Yes, it's mainly on Nintendo console.
Yes, so we understand if you're not, you can't really relate too much. You're like, I've never played this game before, or maybe you have at a friend's house. But if you do have a Switch and you're looking to join the Smash community,
yes,
we got a little something special for you because we got a guest.
Yes,
that will kind of enlighten us a little bit more on the Smash community and Smash esports as a whole. Because here on Game 9, not only do we talk about casual games, but of course, we like to get a little bit professional here.
Exactly.
We want to introduce you guys to what competition feels like.
Exactly.
I'm getting excited. And I don't even play Smash.
Yeah, no. Hey,
that's the thing.
This might be your gateway.
Exactly. We want more people to try the game out. Of course, it's nice to have more players come into the scene and, learn a lot more things.
So if you guys kind of always wanted to get into the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate scene, esports scenes, or maybe just find people that have common interests with you, stick around.
Because
we got people that are just the group for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The right amount of people, the right kind of people to show you guys the right direction to get into Super Smash. Because a lot of people, they play the game casually. They play the game in a sense that's easy to pick up.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to get competitive, stick around with us. We got some guests coming up. For now, though, it's game night. So let's dance, ladies and gents. Dance number 6, no more.
Magic 89.9.
We got Natori giving us an overdose of music here on Game Night.
Game Night.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier we were teasing that we have a very set of very special guests today.
That we do. We do have that.
We do. Earlier we were talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and everything you guys need to know about the Smash community.
Yeah.
But of course, what better way to learn about the Smash community than have some of the heads themselves talk to us and give us more details about Smash. Guys, welcome to the show. We have Mystic Mall and Regrets to the show. Welcome, guys. Woo!
Yeah, so, no problem. So, we just introduced you guys, but those are your IGNs. Is there any, you guys want to call us? Is there any other thing? Do you guys have actual names? There we go. I'm just trying to form it in my head,
You can call me Raja, and then this is Luke. That's a lot easier to say than our entire tags.
Yeah,
Our
I'm
tags are
hoping
quite
so.
a mouthful.
Yeah.
Go for that
Let's be
instead.
real.
Okay, Raja and Luke, again, welcome guys to the show. Thank you for taking time off your day to join us. And today we're talking more about Smash.
Yeah, so the reason why we invited these special guests over is, you guys notice we kind of have a mini theme going on where we're talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. A little birdie told us, the Game Boys,
Yes.
that there is a big Smash Brothers Ultimate Tournament coming up. And we decided, why don't we invite the organizers over here on Magic to kind of talk a little bit about it. So, I mean, no introductions necessary. We just introduced it. Raja and Luke are here to talk about it. What event is going on?
Yeah, so we have an upcoming big event for Smash Brothers Ultimate, which is Smash That Trash, the last dive, which will be pretty much in terms of like the competitive tiering, this will be the biggest tournament of Smash Bros. Ultimate that the Philippines has ever seen.
Wow. The biggest tournament.
In Philippines ever?
Yeah, people are flying out for this tournament. Like, it's been a while since that's happened. Like, we've had a few tournaments before where
someone from Korea would go in, Hong Kong, China.
Japan, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then someone from Japan is actually like flying out for this tournament. Like we have around I think 3 people from Japan coming here. We have 2 people from Taiwan, 1 from Hong Kong, right? 1 from Malaysia, and then also just like the entire like scene that's like we already like have.
The Philippine scene. Yeah.
Dude, the thing is, this tournament, I saw it was absolutely stacked. Like, we have about how many? More than 100 entrants so far?
Yeah, and we're not even done with registration.
It's still open.
That is expected to rise. It's been quite a hot minute since we've had a Smash Brothers tournament here that has reached over 100 registered players. So it's going to be really exciting.
Gosh.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's why it came to our radar, because we were like, goodness gracious, this is not going to happen again anytime soon. So we had to hear your guys' thoughts. And also, we also wanted to ask you guys about some things when it comes to getting into the Smash scene. Because of course, we hear about these big tournaments. We hear about, there's this big tournament coming up. But of course, new players, they'd be extremely intimidated by something like this. This is something scary. We have top players even from other countries coming here to compete. What tips do you guys have, or what words of wisdom would you guys give to any players that would want to pick up Super Smash Brothers Ultimate as a competitive game?
So I would, what I would recommend, it's quite cool that you're having us for this segment at around this time, because we still have quite a few weeks before the last dive happens, which is it's going to happen in July 12 to 13.
Okay.
So leading up to it, we're going to have a few smaller scale events of tournaments and just like little meetups where you can kind of just get to know the Smash scene and just play and practice with other people.
Okay.
These usually happen over in our local gaming lounge, Hilltop. That's where we hold most of our smaller scale tournaments. And we're gonna have one like the week before. It's kind of like the pre-tournament to the last dive, where people can get some last-minute tournament experience, some practice. I highly recommend going to those smaller scale ones because, again, like I totally get it as well. Like it could be quite intimidating for your first ever tournament to be this, the biggest tournament ever, right? So if you want to like start out a little bit small, you can go to like these smaller events that we're having leading up to it.
This is Hilltop. Where is this located again?
It's in Katipunan. And then every Thursdays we usually host meetups, like very casual meetups. We don't have tournaments, but we just like play with each other. It's 150 for the entire day from 3 p.m. up to closing, which is 9 p.m. So that's like every Thursday. And then as Raja mentioned earlier, at July 6th, the week before the event, we're doing like one last like tournament before the main thing. And it'll be also happening at Hilltop Gaming Lounge.
It's great, dude.
It'll be very fun. I think like also like a lot of people are looking to like join that one too, just to have like that little inch of practice, but it'll be fun. It won't be like as competitive. So if it'll be your first tournament to join, then feel free. Like we'll try to like be as like friendly as possible to you. Like we're generally a very open community.
That's nice, because I'm really happy that the community is still alive and thriving. Like how long have you guys been in the Smash scene? Can I ask?
We joined around the same time.
Around
probably.
the same time. I think I was like slightly earlier, but
like
it was
what year? What year are we thinking?
2017.
Wow.
Early 2017.
Early
Okay, so we got
2017.
some OGs over here.
For real. I always see these guys because, like I said, me and David, we play competitively. I always see these two as tournament organizers for the event. They're always the ones calling people over, like, "Hey, it's time for your set. It's time for your set."
You don't want to get disqualified. Get over here.
That's us.
So I'm kind of curious. You guys did mention you guys have Hilltop where you're going to be practicing. Is there any way people can kind of get in contact with like this community? Is there a Discord? Is there like a Reddit page? Is there something where people can just join in and start asking
Where
questions?
would you direct people to know more and join in on Smash?
Yes. So if you want to get updated with all of our events and like meetups that we do have Facebook, Twitter, and as well as a Discord. So for the events themselves, you can follow us in Smash PH in Facebook, and our Twitter handle, if I recall correctly, is
Smash Bros PH.
yeah. So that's pretty much the branding of Smash Bros PH. But if you want to get in touch with the community, we have a Discord called Neo Fight Club PH, and that's where a lot of the games happen. Like Smash has been out for a while, and it's quite hard to find matches if you're just looking for matches like online, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to Neo Fight Club, that's where you'll see all the active players. Everyone's playing there. You meet with someone there, and then you just assemble a lobby and play with them 1v1.
Yeah, some of the best players in the Philippines too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I honestly think it's a really great way to kind of get your practice in.
Yeah.
And even if you're not good, such as myself.
You say that, but I'm here, bro.
Okay.
No,
it's a really good way to kind of understand the level that the community is at and get better, because you can only get better by fighting stronger opponents.
Yeah,
Right?
the more practice you get, even though you're at a very specific level, you can only get to a higher level by playing with people that could teach you more things.
Yeah, so if you're tired of playing against level 9 CPUs, you know, Neo Fight.
Neo Fight Club.
Neo Fight Club PH.
There we go. Neo Fight Club PH, their Discord where you can join the community. I've personally, when I first joined, very welcoming community. They're very, very open. You can ask a ton of questions. You can even ask really dumb questions, like, not even dumb, just very basic questions like, hey, how much damage does this do? Or like, what stage do you recommend? What character do you recommend I play? And they're so helpful. So I do recommend.
Honestly, I've been a part of it for a while as well. But I also want to get back to talking about Smash That Trash. The Smash That Trash Last Dive coming up this July 12th and 13th.
July 12th.
I want to ask, because you guys, if I'm not mistaken, this is not just a Smash tournament. This is also an event for charity, if I'm not mistaken.
So give back not only for the Smash community, but just give back as a whole. You know?
So could you guys tell us more about that?
Yeah. So the organizers do have a past in like this kind of like charity, right? So in the very first iteration of Smash That Trash, it was a school project, and I'll just read out what it said to me.
Yeah.
We got PR trained over here.
I love that.
They partnered up with PRRC, Pasig River Rehabilitation Commission. It was a government department that focused on rehabilitating the Pasig River. They were the main force against pollution in the area and contributed greatly to the Pasig River, winning the Asia River Prize.
Really?
Over the 2 years we worked with them, we meaning the Smash That team,
Yeah.
they donated over 125,000 pesos to their cause. When the Pasig River won the Asia River Prize, they were also recognized as one of the biggest contributors to helping them and was in a way dedicated to us. To them.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
The thing is, the reason I found out about Smash That Trash in the first place was because I used to compete in the Smash That series. Back then, they did a tournament that was called Smash That Ash.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was for funding when it came to the ash fall that was going on in Metro Manila at that time.
Yeah,
it was
it happened in the 2020 right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at that time, Taal volcano erupted, and it was it was like
They
there
were
were
collecting-
It was
so
a
many
whole
displaced
thing, yeah.
communities that
So many.
really needed help. And again, like with what Luke said, this whole series started out as a grade schooler project to kind of make a difference in the communities, right?
Yeah.
And it's just grown ever since. So there's different charities, different beneficiaries as we go like over the years. So the main concentration of 2018 to 2019 was the Pasig River rehabilitation. So there was a lot of river cleanup and just making sure that like, you know, there was not much trash getting added to the river. And then 2020, they shifted focus to help the victims of the Taal volcano eruption.
Yeah, dude.
So that's why in 2020, the tourney was like called Smash That Ash.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get it.
Big the
Well, this time it's smash that trash.
Exactly.
To
Back
clean up
to it.
Pasig River, correct?
Yeah.
For this time, for 2025, our two main beneficiaries are going to be the Hapag movement from Globe, which focuses on food security.
Yes.
As well as kind of going back to, because Smash That Trash was really in a oceany theme. We've always been kind of related to water. We're also helping the La Liga Marikina Environmental Sustainability Foundation.
A lot of foundations.
Wow.
Dude,
It's so
nice.
beautiful.
No, it's nice because not only are we enjoying a beautiful, beautiful game, we're also helping when it comes to communities and helping the groups that we're seeing. And it's nice that it's a event that's, even though it's a tournament, we can't forget that it's still for charity.
Yeah, so here's the thing. We've been talking a lot. You guys have kind of given us the complete rundown, So many international players are coming to the scene.
Yes.
It's one of the biggest scenes in the Philippines as of, right now. And it's also for charity. So there's so much to look forward to. I have a question. If a player wanted to sign up, where could they find you guys? Where could they find Smash That Trash?
Okay, so there's a lot of there is a reg link that we've been kind of just like posting everywhere. If you go to any of the previously mentioned socials, mostly on our Facebook or Twitter,
Yes.
you can. They're all like the pin posts.
All the registration links are right. That's
That
good.
being said, if you want to just attend the event as a spectator, the walk-ins are like open, like completely
Oh,
open.
wow.
There
so
are venue fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys don't even want to compete, let's just say you're kind of scared.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to lose to the goats, So you just want to kind of watch the scene and kind of understand it better and immerse yourself in it and maybe meet some new friends.
Yeah.
Walk-ins are available.
All right, sign me up.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's not just Smash
It's not
that's
just Smash.
participating in this event. Like, there are other gaming communities that are a part of it, right?
Yeah, there are Tekken. We announced Tekken recently.
Tekken.
There's part of the Tekken World Tour.
Yeah, actually,
Wow.
this
Yeah,
event
it's
is
a
It's
huge.
so
Tekken
stacked.
This event is something else. My goodness.
And then there's also Warhammer 4000, which is a board game.
Wow, Warhammer
if you're
40K.
Shout out
that
JJ Icon.
Yeah. No, this is amazing because listen, here in Game Night, we love to do everything nerd culture, and you guys are kind of perfectly
This is a perfect
encapsulating.
encapsulation of nerd culture. And it's
Yeah.
nice that there's going to be an event to just have everyone enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's really
and
nice.
if you don't want to if you want to enjoy the atmosphere and don't necessarily want to play any of the games, you can always just go in as a venue
maybe-
spectator.
Maybe just go ask around, some of the pro players, like, hey, what got you into the scene, or like,
Yeah. Just get a venue pass and have fun, just walk around,
goof around,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of people to have fun with.
Once again, they can find all the registration links over on their Facebook, Smash PH, and then your Twitter, which is Smash
Bros.
Smash Bros PH, and then the Discord, which is
Neo Fight Club PH.
there we go.
Yeah.
Remember those groups if you guys are interested in joining.
And before that, do you guys have any people you want to shout out or something you want to plug right before we go?
Yeah, you know what? Funny you should mention that right when we were talking about all the meetups, right? We said there was a meetup in Katipunan Hilltop Gaming Lounge every Thursday.
Yeah.
Right now is Thursday, so there is a
they're
meetup
there
going
right
on
now.
right now. And they are holding a watch party of the show. So
Well,
hey
hello
guys,
to
how are
everybody.
you?
So I didn't know the Smash community is watching right now.
Okay.
Watching, listening.
That's hilarious.
Not just the ones in the Hilltop right now, but then also we just shared it around the Discord. So
Yeah, the
Oh,
Discord that you
amazing.
guys should totally join.
There you go,
To all of the people in the Smash community that are tuning in, thank you guys for tuning in and I hope you guys are having fun. Looking forward to seeing you guys when Smash That Trash comes around.
Definitely. And for those of you guys who are looking to get into the Smash community, hopefully we can see you there.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again, Luke, Raja. It was an honor having you guys here as one of our first guests here on Game Night. It was an honor having you guys and hoping to talk to you guys more when it comes to talking about gaming communities. Of course, we gotta get back into the music, ladies and gentlemen. So of course, let's laugh for a bit. Up next, let's have comedy. Genoshino here on today's Best Music Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
It is time for on-air games.
Yes, baby!
Once again, guys, it is game night. You're joined with David,
Kian.
And Joaqui.
bringing you guys, of course, some fun games. And we did tease it a little bit earlier. We've kind of been having an overall theme going around,
Yes.
right? which is basically Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Now here's the thing, Joaqui is a big fan, so, as well as myself, but Joaqui, I could argue, is even a bigger fan of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. So of course, we're going to be playing that for you guys today. Earlier, we had a little interview about the Smash community as a whole, and we even briefly described what Smash was. But if you guys missed it, we're going to give you a super quick recap. Smash is just basically a Nintendo fighting game with a lot of different characters from different series, and the goal is to knock each other off the stage. That's it.
Exactly. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's such an easy game to pick up as a party game.
Yeah, so basically what we're going to be doing for you guys, we're going to be showing all aspects of Super Smash Brothers Ultimate here on Game Night. So first of all, we're going to be having the competitive.
Yes.
So,
we're going to have some sweaty games.
Yes, so Joaqui and I are going to run a little bit of a 1v1 so you guys can see what it looks like when you compete, if you decide to compete.
Exactly.
But of course, we're going to go back to, just regular programming, which is just normal Smash.
Yes.
With items on, any characters, let's have fun about it.
Exactly.
And we're going to go on a break after that, but we're going to come back later after a few songs here and there. So I want you guys to go to playback.tv/magic899 and go and suggest what character you want me and Joaqui to play when we do our crew battle later.
Exactly.
Yeah, but for now, me and Joaqui are going to run some 1v1s.
It's going to get sweaty for a bit because we're going to show you guys what it means to be on the competitive scene. So if you guys are tuning into our live stream, playback.tv/magic899, let's have the game up on screen. There we go. We have Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. You see, there's so many characters to pick from. This is why this game has been absolutely crazy, because a lot of different franchises, not just from Nintendo, but also from, let's say, Capcom, let's say from Sega, a lot of different franchises.
So many.
So you can just choose. And me and David, we've been competing for a while now. So we are going to be using our mains. There's this concept called a main, which is basically a character that you specialize in. And you guys should try and guess my main and try and guess David's main as well. We're prepping everything for a bit because, of course, we got to make sure you guys can hear everything. Do we have the game audio prepped?
I think it's good.
I feel like there's supposed to be game audio, but
No, we can't hear
we're
it.
not hearing anything.
Okay, the game audio is a bit bugged, but it's okay.
All right. I guess for now, let's just turn up, the regular, whatever music we were playing earlier.
All right.
Yeah.
No worries about that.
That's so sad. A lot of Smash has a lot of recognizable voices. You know what I mean? Like, it has the vibe of. There's a vibe to Super Smash.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, boys. So do show me how you play Smash because I am in the dark with all of this. I will tell you that much.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess maybe should we wait a little bit for game audio, or are we
I
just
think we can wait
jump
for a
in?
bit for game audio.
All right,
We're getting it fixed. But for now, let's give more background.
Wait, actually, I did mention to people that they should be tuning in over to playback.tv/magic899, where they can see, if you guys can see all the characters, we want you guys to start chatting and start telling us what characters you want us to play later when we do a crew battle. Oh, I think I'm hearing something.
There's a game audio.
Can we turn that up? Yeah, keep going. Let me hear it. Yeah.
There we go.
That's my game.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my game.
It is beautiful.
Okay.
All right, so right now we're going to be running the competitive 1v1.
Yes.
Which it has a strict 7-minute time.
rule set.
7-minute timer.
Yeah, 7-minute timer, 3 lives. Well, in Smash scene, we call it stocks.
Stocks, yeah. So 3 lives, 7 minutes, no items, no stage hazards, just straight fight.
Yes.
All right, so let's just get straight into it.
Yeah,
All right.
I think we're ready. Ready.
So we're going to be playing our mains. I play Rob.
I play Kirby.
There we go. The most annoying Kirby in the
Never have I
Philippines.
would ever think that I see these two characters in the same game, but here we are. And here we go. In the first stage, it's going to be Joaqui taking on David. Rob against Kirby. And these two guys, I'll do my best to try to commentate on what Smash is because I am completely noob at Smash. And looks like Kirby taking a little bit of damage against David. Oh, David on the edge here. Getting pushed off. Oh my goodness. Joaqui is just juggling David, to say the least. And we just got the game started as well.
The thing is with Smash, you have to really lock in because if you don't pay attention with the careful details of the game, you can get caught in
There goes David.
Let's say, or
David.
hitbox.
He's gonna get back on the edge, Joaqui.
Yeah,
Really
the thing
pressuring
about
him here.
Smash is you really have to focus a lot because you need to get a feel for your opponent's tendencies, what they like doing, what they like, how they like attacking you.
And David just lost his first stock against Joaqui.
I'm
Joaqui's
about
still
to
up.
get it back. Don't worry. I'm about to teach him a lesson about stocks.
Joaqui still up.
Right?
Still
I
up.
think this is the part where you're supposed to jump off the edge.
We didn't have any off-air discussions about throwing. No, we can't have that.
Match fixing.
Another thing I really like about Smash is because this game, surprisingly, even with all of the characters that we have, the game is really balanced. Like, I'm playing as Kirby.
Yes.
Kirby hasn't really been the strongest in the scene when it comes to
edge guarding.
but he fares pretty well in this game. He fares surprisingly well.
And by the looks of it, you have the advantage.
All of the
He does have the advantage. So in the Smash community, there's this big thing called getting 3 stock. It basically means the opponent beat you without losing a single life. And that is one of the big disgraces in the Smash
And by the
community.
looks of it, you're about to get 3 stock,
I am
David.
not. I'm going to get 1 stock out.
Because Joaqui, 108% on David. Joaqui still on 99%. 3 perfect stocks at the moment for Joaqui as Laser gonna get dodged out here by the little pink ball, also known as Kirby.
Oh my god.
I just need 1 confirmed kill so it looks like a close match. You know what I mean?
Well, right now it looks like a close match. Trying to edge guard here on Joaqui. Joaqui. David with a recovery though. Oh, laser beam connects onto Joaqui. Both of them are just so high on the damage right now. They're in the triple digits. David gets knocked up. Edge guard, Joaqui. David recovers once again and again. Back and forth we go for these two players. Oh, he gets caught up by a laser beam once again. Joaqui has to be careful. David trying to edge guard, but pressure alleviated by Joaqui once again. And these two have now officially locked in. 154% on Kirby. And looks like David gets sent packing. He is now on his final stock while Joaqui is perfect.
No
and
3
I say
stocks.
that.
No 3 stocks here, guys.
I tried so hard and got so far.
I say that Joaqui was perfect. He was, but David on his final stock, his final life in this 1 versus 1 competitive game. 4 minutes left on the clock as Kirby, he's putting the beat down on this robot, ROB. Gets sent away, edge guard here from Joaqui. Does he miss the grab? No! Barely just grabs the edge.
This is what I like about Kirby. Kirby can get your opponent's power if you're able to get a good catch on your opponent. So if you're able to suck your opponent, you get their power and you're able to use it to your advantage. Like right now, I'm using Rob's laser.
Yeah, I can hear
my
Kirby. Kirby's like saying the laser beam.
It's adorable too. That's another reason why I like Kirby. Because he's adorable, dude.
Kirby is adorable as David.
Another big thing about this game is there's so many characters you could play as. I'm sure if you guys saw the menu earlier, you're gonna see a lot of recognizable faces. I mean, of course, like gaming icons like Mario.
Oh.
No, I'm still alive. I'm still
alive for
alive.
David, 145%. Back to the edge we go. Joaqui trying to edge guard David, but David, he's able to get across from Joaqui. On a knife's edge with his HP, bounces the laser, Joaqui. All pressure on David right now. He's gonna try to fight this one back. Another string from Joaqui. Puts David on a knife's edge, pushing him back from the edge guard. Joaqui keeping himself alive. Oh, the spin from Rob.
I just want to finish it. I just want to finish it.
Yeah,
goodness
don't get
gracious.
too greedy. Don't get too greedy, bro.
Oh, wait.
All right, we're still alive.
Joaqui was just sent packing, but back to the edge we go. I have no idea what is happening. I'll be honest
I'm
with
dead.
you.
I'm dead here. Okay. Wait
String?
a second.
No, Joaqui keeps it alive.
Right, hitting me
my
with
God.
the back aerial to my demise.
That is game number 1 between
Yeah.
Joaqui and David.
Now, here's the thing, guys. As much as we want to keep sweating and playing some competitive.
This is not all that Smash is.
Yes.
You can play the game like this. You can choose to compete in a more serious level, but you really don't have to because at the end of the day, this game is still catered as a party game. It's advertised as a party game.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. So, for example, something we want to show you guys is, of course, the party mode.
Oh.
Yes. So, Joaqui and I will do a quick rundown of like what a party mode would look like.
okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah. So, here we already have the rule set, which is basically, so in a party mode, it's so random.
Yes.
It is genuinely so random and almost impossible to play. So,
There's gonna be a lot of things happening on screen for this.
Yeah,
So, is there
get-
going to be items in this one?
There are items in this one. So to show you guys the different characters, we're both going to be playing random characters and random stages.
Yes.
So let's just run it.
Let's run it.
Okay.
All right,
Both
let's
on
see.
random right now.
Yeah, so this is what it would look like if you just had a party game with your friends. Let's just
Yes.
say you and your friends are having a sleepover and you just want to like goof around and have fun.
All right, so David is now the Wii Fit trainer, and Joaqui is Zelda from The Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, imagine trying to explain that to people.
The fact that they're in the same game so casually.
Yeah, the
is
Wii Fit
crazy.
trainer is fighting Zelda as David already. Early pressure from Joaqui onto David. 29%, 30%.
So as a party game, you really don't know what you can expect because the different items, they also reference other games.
True.
There are different stages
Is
that
that
reference.
there's a mallet right there.
That is a Mario hammer. If
is
you
a
guys are
Mario-
familiar, I think that's from the DK series.
Oh, yeah. And here comes Joaqui.
Okay, now I just gotta wait.
Oh no!
Oh no, wait! Oh my gosh!
What
okay.
just happened?
That is called a fake smash ball, which is basically like imagine if the smash ball. So in this game, there's this thing called a smash ball, which is basically an ultimate move. So if you break it, you get an ultimate. Like right now, as I'm
my
about
gosh.
to demonstrate
David
live on air.
with the ultimate,
Oh my gosh, I
and
whipped
he's
so hard.
gonna-
Never mind, I'm the
Okay.
goat. So basically, each character has their own different ultimate, as most video games
And
do.
usually they reference their own games. Something from their own games that a strong move that they could bring out referencing something from their franchise.
That was minus aura, by the way, David.
Oh, this is minus aura too.
Imagine you going, I'm gonna show you this Smash Ultimate, and
I-
you completely whiff.
I didn't. I got him at the very end.
I mean, you didn't get the full damage,
So
brother.
in this game, there's also these things called assist trophies. So if your favorite character isn't a playable character, you fret not because we also have other representation for other characters. Like right now, we have one of the Mega Man characters.
yeah.
Forgot which his name, but
Zero?
yeah, Zero, I think so. Yeah.
I'm
So
not a
he's an assist character that if you summon
Oh.
him, you can kind of take control
David,
of the
by the
battle
way,
stage.
he's up 2 stocks to the 1 stock of Joaqui.
This
Because
is about to be an easy game, guys.
No, get back here.
yeah, you
There
need
go.
items to beat Joaqui. I'm just pointing that one out.
That's what Smash was intended for. This is the creator's vision for Smash.
This is like how God intended it.
It is.
I just ate a mushroom and I'm absolutely huge right now. I don't know if this is a good
Oh
thing
Oh
or
my
not.
gosh. Okay, it's 1-1 right now.
Hey, it's Metagross from Pokemon.
Pokemon! Oh, a lot of Pokemon here.
So many Pokemon. I'm pretty sure you can even play as Pokemon in this game.
Yeah,
There's,
Incineroar is one of the Pokemon. Pikachu.
Pikachu,
Pokemon trainer.
Lucario, Greninja. So much Pokemon representation in this game. So if you guys are kind of Nintendo fans, don't worry because I mean this game was made by Nintendo, so there's a lot of Nintendo
Oh, special move time, Joaqui.
I got my...
Are you gonna whip it out? Let's see it. Come on.
dodge. No, I thought I dodged that. Okay, it's GG's.
And
I'm
that's-
not winning this.
Yep, there it is.
Okay. So there you go. That's what party mode looks like.
It's a huge mess in contrast to what competitive looks like.
Yeah, so Smash, it's a culmination of different things. The pro scene has definitely made it look like, I guess, a lot sweatier and competitive. Obviously, because imagine if you played items in pro scene. What are you gonna do, right? Like, imagine someone spawns 3 Pokemon and then you die. Of course you gotta keep it fair. That's why the pro scene is a little bit different.
Exactly. But of course, we're not ending it just yet because in a bit, we want to ask you guys if you guys have any characters you guys want us to play because when we come back, we're going to be trying out the crew battle to showcase the different characters that are in this game. All of the different characters, we're going to try as many as we can and then we're going to meme it out.
So send your request over at playback.tv/magic899. Not music requests, but character requests.
That's
If you guys are unfamiliar with what characters are available, you guys are on your phones. Maybe you guys can check it out. Search up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate characters.
Yeah.
Or if you think you can just guess well,
Just
if
the characters that just happen to be there.
Probably Mario's in there, right?
Yeah.
You can try that as well.
Exactly. So I'm looking forward to see what you guys send off, and we're gonna try and battle it out to show you guys what Smash is all about. But for now, let's get back into the music. Gonna have something from Pharrell Williams for you guys. Double Life from the Minions. Keep it locked in here. We are Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
And gamers, we are back to play some games here on
We're
Game
back.
Night.
Yes, sir.
You're back with Junior Jock, Joaqui.
Junior Jock, Kian.
And Junior Jock, David. You are going to take that away from
no,
me, huh?
No. 'Cause, like my brain locked in because I'm usually the one who says it last.
Okay. Well, we heard your request over at playback.tv/magic899.
Yes.
And we got it all here. All of your requests, everything that we saw at least.
Yes.
So
we asked you guys to send over characters you wanted us to try out for game night, or try characters you wanted to see in action in Smash, and we heard you guys' request. We're going to be doing a crew battle with all the characters you guys.
Yeah, basically,
there's a lot.
When you die, you spawn as a different character.
Yes.
So we kind of want to show off how Smash has so much different IPs, different characters. I mean, look, not even Pac-Man's not Nintendo's. Minecraft Steve is here. You know, what is he doing here?
Everyone is here, bro.
Everyone is here.
Everyone
is definitely here.
Should we introduce our teams before we start playing?
Well, I guess sure. For my team, I'm running Pac-Man, Cloud, Ridley, Steve, and Joker.
Exactly.
For my team, I got Pikachu, Sephiroth, Inkling, Samus, and Meta Knight.
Oh my gosh, this
Never have I ever
amalgamation.
thought I would say those.
This amalgamation of characters is crazy.
Let me just give some shout-outs to everyone who definitely gave character requests. We had C. Barry, Run Art Fun. Who else? Man, hold on, I'm getting lost here. On Cloud, Lightermane, 200X, you know, and everyone else that gave character suggestions. Thank you guys so
much for sending it over. Really, really do appreciate it. But for now, let's fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully we can do your character justice.
I'm not, because, guys, just as a disclaimer, I do not play Smash at all.
No, this is going to be fun because this time it's going to be Junior Jock Kian and Junior Jock David fighting it out. And it's nice because you get to try more. Maybe you can find your main tonight, Kian. That would be nice.
Maybe.
I do hope so, because I used to main Kirby back in Brawl.
If you want Kirby practice, I'm always here.
Okay.
That'd be
Wow, okay.
For now, we're at Final Destination, fighting it out on a blank platform.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
We have Pikachu versus Ridley. Pikachu from Pokemon, Ridley from Metroid series. And right now, Pikachu is just spamming the jab button. He's just spamming the jab button, hoping it works. But Ridley's trying to get in immediately. Of course, Ridley is absolutely huge. That's why when it comes to getting into the fight, Ridley immediately is able to get in just with a simple nair, just with maybe a few fireballs here and there. Gets the stun with the tail, but gets caught into the get-up attack. Okay, Ridley is a heavy character. Ridley is a character that is relatively slow in movement. Unfortunately, though, even while Ridley is slow, Pikachu could not catch up because Pikachu is out. Right now, we're moving on to Kian's Sephiroth from Final Fantasy.
Wow. Okay, hold up. Listen, Sephiroth is a really strong character, so
Yes.
I might not be able to do this one
Sephiroth
as well.
is the main villain of Final Fantasy, and the thing with him is he has an extremely comically long sword. So when it comes to spacing out, it's really helpful. But Kian accidentally falls down. Here's one thing you guys should know about Super Smash Brothers. You guys need to know how to recover back to the stage because you will get knocked out of the stage a lot.
Like me.
So it's nice to know how to get back, how to fly back, because you're really going to need it in the game. Right now, Kian's playing his Inkling from the Splatoon series. And doing a lot of good work because Inkling is really good at catching people.
Okay, I kind of scuffed that recovery a little bit, guys.
Unfortunately, David's Ridley falls down, unable to recover back, but moves on to Cloud, again from Final Fantasy. Cloud is iconic. When Cloud came out in the first game, people were absolutely freaking out because he was one of the few ones for the Wii U version to come out. And the Cloud, of course, having his signature moves, we have the limit meter already charging it up because when you charge up limit with Cloud, you're immediately able to bring out a supercharged special, basically. Unfortunately, Kian falls down again. It shows the importance of recovering because the moment you know to recover, that means you're able to last in a fight. Because you're going to battle it out back and forth. You'll be knocked out even lower sometimes. So you got to survive even impossible situations. Kian's moving on to Samus from the Metroid series. The thing is with Samus has a lot of projectiles. So Samus throws everything out. You want to get as much space as possible, but David gets the limit, gets the down B with limit, uses the special attack. Again, supercharged special attack. It's really hard to time that. So it's really nice that David was able to do that. Moving on to Kian's final character, we have Meta Knight. From what I know, Kian knows how to play Meta Knight because he played Brawl. So now he's catching back, getting back into the scene. Maybe we were seeing a hard comeback here. Hard comeback from Kian.
I don't think so because I am unfortunately the GOAT.
Because Kian did say that he was familiar with Meta Knight because he used to play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which is Meta Knight's primary game.
It's over.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Does a sad recovery off stage, accidentally does a neutral B. And we have David dictating the win.
Thank you guys so much for the victory. Unfortunately, we couldn't play Steven Joker.
No!
I wonder why.
Yes, but
I'm sorry.
if you guys want to see more gameplay of this, you can either maybe play the game for yourself.
Yeah, highly recommend.
If you can get access to it.
Exactly.
Or alternatively, you guys can check out YouTube videos about it, which I
Exactly.
do recommend if you want to get into the scene. Or alternatively, you guys can join Smash the Trash,
Exactly.
biggest Smash tournament happening here in the Philippines, where you guys can definitely immerse yourself in the Smash community. Not only can you compete and play, but you can also just walk in and experience. So you don't even have to compete. You can just
just
meet some
immerse
people.
yourself in the scene, know the environment, maybe get to know a few people, ask some stuff around, and just have a lot of fun.
I'm telling you guys, you can walk up to most players and be like, hey, I don't know much about this character. Can you tell me how to play
I
them?
mean, that's gonna be me basically.
Yeah, they're gonna love they're more than happy to direct you or help you out.
Exactly, ladies
But
and gentlemen.
I guess that's the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It was nice that we were able to showcase a lot of the game because there's a lot more.
Way more about the
This
game.
is just scratching the surface of what Smash has to offer. But if you guys want to try it out yourself, highly recommend you guys try it out.
It's our first AAA game here on Game Nights.
Yeah, playing on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, so super fun, guys. What rating would you guys give it?
Oh, that's a solid 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Unbiased.
10 out of 10.
I mean, I'll give it an 8 because I'm not a fighting guy.
No, it's nice because this is someone who just recently tried to pick it up properly.
So, I definitely recommend this game if you guys are looking for your next party game or you're looking to get sweaty and try a different fighting game. Let's just say Tekken's getting a little too sweaty and you want to try a new game.
All right, buddy.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is open for the taking.
And characters from Tekken are actually in Smash.
Kazuya Mishima is in Smash.
So-
we don't have him because he's DLC, so you gotta pay for
Yeah,
him.
so if you're coming,
But he is in Smash.
If you're coming from other fighting games, maybe Street Fighter, Tekken, they're all in Smash as well. Ryu and Ken are in Smash. So really, if you want to get into the fighting game scene, this is the perfect introduction, I'd say. But of course, we gotta end it off, bring you guys back into the music. Be sure to stay for just a bit because we'll be having Situation Station of the Nation, bringing you guys on everything bit of news that you guys need to know for the week. For
Magic 89.9.
Game Night with Junior Jock, Joaqui,
Kian.
And David.
Now it's time for the Situation Station of the Nation, where we update you guys on all the gaming nerdy news that you guys need to know. Boys, take it away.
Well, let's just make it quick. First of all, I want to report on some esports news.
Oh, I already know where this is going.
Yeah.
Me too.
I would like to formally congratulate PaperX, the Singaporean org.
Yep.
Yeah, Singaporean org for winning their first ever Valorant Masters
Oh my
trophy.
gosh, dude.
They won Masters Toronto, which just happened last week.
Yep. And they won 3-1 against Team Fnatic.
Yes, this is really relevant, guys, because PaperX are known as the second place kings.
Yes.
Yep.
Every time they go to a grand finals, they always get second
Yes.
Prior to this win, they were 0-2 in the finals.
place. Yes.
This is their third time on Grands.
Yep.
and
Third
they
time's the charm.
finally won.
Baby!
I'd also like to formally thank the first ever Valorant Masters winner, Filipino Valorant Masters winner,
Yep.
Patrick Patman, otherwise known as Patrick Mendoza.
Oh my god.
He is the first ever Filipino player to win a Valorant trophy.
And not just that, he was in the top 5 of Clutch Rounds 1.
Yeah, so he's an amazing player, an amazing addition to PaperX as a
amazing
whole.
performance overall.
Ice in his veins.
It is so amazing to see not only the Filipino representation, but the SEA representation.
Yes, dude.
Southeast
Pacific.
Asian.
For us.
No, not just Pacific, because before the Korean teams won.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's the Southeast Asian representation.
Oh, yeah, that's true also.
So it's so nice to see that happening. But in other better news, we have
Don't touch me.
Situation Station
Don't put your hand
of the
on my
Nation
Situation.
regarding NBA Finals.
Oh my god.
Ian, you want to tell me what happened?
NBA Finals and the NBA Draft, because NBA Draft just happened like a while ago.
All right, let's start with the finals though, because
Let's
that's
start-
the more important one, right?
Yep. So the OKC Thunder has defeated the Indiana Pacers 4-3 in the Game 7. But I will also put an asterisk here, not really to diminish their championship, but rather in Game 7, it's also something noteworthy that Tyrese Halliburton, the star point guard for Indiana Pacers, has ruptured or has torn his Achilles.
Yeah. Listen, guys, I did predict OKC would win.
Yes.
All right, and that's why I'm kind of relishing in the moment here.
Yes.
But I will say, a lot of news outlets and a lot of news outlets and a lot of analyst players will agree, if Tyrese Halliburton was there for the entire Game 7, I think things would have been a lot different.
High possibility.
I don't know if Pacers. I'm not saying Pacers would have grand slam.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it would have been a lot closer.
Yeah, exactly. They won. They lost by 12.
Yes.
Indiana Pacers, but. You know, what can you really do? Injuries are a part of basketball, but they lose the finals. But Indiana, they won the hearts of and respects of everybody, in my opinion.
But, you know, so if you guys are... Congratulations to all the Thunders fans out there.
Yeah.
You guys finally got the dub after...
Relish it for now.
A lot of finals have been happening and a lot of victories. Huge congratulations to all of the winners. I'm really happy to see the insane games so far.
Finals MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, by the way. SGA.
Congratulations.
Unfortunately, though, gamers, that is all the time we have for game night.
Super packed show today. We had a lot of stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in, kind of sticking around for NBA news, Valorant news, as well as thank you so much to our special guest.
Exactly.
Hopefully we can see you guys in the tournament because we will be there.
We will be there.
So you can say hi to us.
Yeah, if you guys see us there, drop by, say hi. We'll take a picture if you guys want, or if you want to ignore us completely, that's fine too.
It's happening July 12 and 13.
Where is it going to be?
It's going to happen at the Globe Tower, if I'm not mistaken.
You can check out
more
all
details
of their,
over at Smash That Blank.
And this whole show is recorded, so you guys can rewatch it over on YouTube, so you can kind of try to remember where all the events would take place.
If you guys want to see the fun times you had, you can catch it at Magic 899 TV on YouTube.
Yeah, and we are also everywhere at Magic 899, where you guys can
Yes,
catch up to everything that we've been up to, all the guests we're going to have, and all the shows we're going to have. I mean, you know, it's just been so much fun times with you guys. And it's going to keep having fun because we got the boys.
The boys.
Coming right up after that. And then on Friday, we have, of course, Friday Madness, as well as Triple Shot, our JJ hosted show. And then on Saturday, we got Y2K, as well as
The Flow with the Mighty Dash.
and then we also have Saturday Slam. On Sunday, we're going to have some Sunday Slowdown. Enjoy your cup of coffee and enjoy some slow music for you guys.
And then after we come back to regular programming, we got Good Times with Mo and Sam O. We got the
On Air with Hannah Bacani
and
the halftime show. Unfortunately, Cholo de la Cruz has already announced his last show. So stick around. There's going to be, I'm pretty sure, JJ Charlie
will be taking over for that.
as well as me and Joaqui.
Yes, we'll be taking over as well from time to time. But be sure to stick around for that time frame because you guys will still see a lot from the JJs.
Once again, you can find me at David_Borsi.
Me at Kian Old.
And me at Wacky_Norris. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining this explosive show that we had today. Of course, we gotta end it up with a bang. Something from BB No Money, one of my favorites. Song called Boom from 2025. Be sure to have an incredible night, guys. We'll see you guys. We are Magic 89.9. Bye, guys.
Magic 89.9.